What is going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. This is the channel where we sit down and cover different kinds of comic book stories from Marvel, DC, and even IDW as well. This time we are going to continue our coverage over the Green Lanterns in the DC Rebirth era. In this video, we are going to see the Green Lanterns team up with Batman because something strange is going on in Gotham. And so if you like today's comic book video, please leave me a like down below and also subscribe to the channel for more content to come in the near future. But I do hope you enjoy today's video. Okay, so finally getting back into DC Rebirth Green Lanterns, we actually pick up with Simon Bass and Jessica Cruz heading to Gotham. Now the reason why they are heading to Gotham is because Batman asked them to come here to help him out with his new case, where we find out right off the bat that something is affecting people and making them scared of Batman. Now, Batman is a scary guy, but these are innocent people who usually look towards Batman for help. And we are seeing this right now. A random man is scared. Batman and the Green Lanterns have to subdue him so they can figure out what is going on. Now, after taking the guy out, you have Batman, the Green Lanterns, and Jim Gordon talk about what is going on in Gotham. People are scared of Batman, like someone is somehow installing fear into these people without any kind of substance. And so for Batman, he thinks it has to be a yellow lantern here. Except you have Simon tell Batman there is no way it is a yellow lantern, because if it was, Simon and Jessica would know about it in a heartbeat. And Simon says it must be the Scarecrow, where you have Batman look at Simon like, are you an idiot? Because it's Batman. Something to do with fear? Of course, he will look at Scarecrow first. But while being there at the crime scene, you have Jim Gordon see Simon with the gun and wondering why he has the gun, where you have Simon tell Jim Gordon that the reason is because just in case the ring fails, he has something to fall back on. Except you have Batman tell Simon that he will not be using a gun in his city because it's Batman. He does not believe in guns. And so Batman tells Simon to hand the gun over, where of course you have Simon tell Batman no, and this begins a full-on argument between the two. In the middle of the argument, you have Jessica Cruz go to the computer and use her ring to scan the computer to see that maybe that something on the computer caused the man from the beginning of our video to fear Batman, where she found out that there are traces of fear from a yellow lantern on the computer. And so with that being found, it means someone was able to transfer fear through the computers, and the question is how? And so you have Batman say it is about time for the lanterns in him to go back to his Batcave to study this computer even more. And when they get to the Batcave, you have Batman study the computer even more, where of course he finds videos that are basically stating some ridiculous comments about Batman. But Batman's still wondering how the powers of the yellow lanterns are being placed into these computers and videos. Also, who could be behind this? Except while they are playing the video, Alfred sees the video, and of course now the powers of fear are in him. And so this makes him go crazy and attack Simon Bass. And Simon was caught off guard by Alfred. And so Alfred is getting the upper hand on Simon. And the fight gets to a point where Alfred was able to grab Simon's gun and point it at him. But while Alfred is doing all of this, he was saying he must get rid of Batman. But the story shifts over to this random warehouse in the middle of Gotham, where we see a bunch of people tied down in chairs and being forced to watch computers that are showing those Batman videos, where we learn who is actually behind all of this. And we learn that it is Scarecrow who is behind all of this. Now you can see that Scarecrow does not have a power ring. He is just somehow using the powers of a yellow lantern without a ring. Now, we learned that back when Scarecrow gained a yellow lantern ring back in the Blackest Night event DC did a long time ago, there was a brief moment where Scarecrow actually took some time to study the ring and to learn more about it. Now, he states that there was a second time he gained a yellow ring, but when the second ring came around, he was able to capture the concept of the powers of the ring in his device, where he was able to use the powers of a yellow lantern through technology. And that is how he has been able to make people scared of Batman, by his device he made that is using the powers of a yellow lantern. But getting back to Batman and the Green Lanterns, we see that Alfred is literally about to shoot Simon with Simon's gun. And so Batman and Jessica are trying to figure out what to do, which honestly, you have Batman being able to stop his butler from killing someone, and then turn him back to normal after doing that. Now, this moment right here is going to help Batman in an argument later on. But after taking care of Alfred, you just have Batman use his Bat computer to trace where the source of the fear is coming from. Of course, he is able to find the source, and so you have Batman and the Green Lanterns go to the location. Of course, when they get there, they find the warehouse of the Scarecrow. But this is where Batman talks to Simon, because when Simon tries to apologize about Alfred being able to get his hands on Simon's gun, Simon is trying to point out that he carries the gun because he is afraid the ring is going to fail him one day. Except you have Batman say, you are not afraid if the ring is going to fail you. You are truly afraid that you're going to fail yourself. That Simon is afraid he will fail as a hero. And Batman tells him that, hey, you need to believe in yourself more often. Except this leads into the Green Lantern rings going off, that there are traces of Yellow Lantern powers in the area. And so this leads to our heroes running in, and of course, they are confronted by Scarecrow. And this leads into a battle between the two sides, except in the middle of the battle, you have Simon trying to get rid of the computer of the Scarecrow. Except of course, he is being hit by the powers of fear from the Scarecrow machine. And instead of using his ring to get rid of the computer, he tries to grab for his gun instead. And you have Batman telling Simon to stop relying on the gun and use his ring to get rid of the machine, in which he does, and the day is saved. And Batman and Jessica take down Scarecrow, and that is it for the character. Then after the battle, you have Batman and Simon have a big conversation where we see Simon handing over the gun he always had to Batman. And so really, this is the moment where Simon finally realized that his fear was basically not about the chances of the ring failing. It was more of the fact that he was scared that he was going to fail. But now he has more confidence in himself. Except this is where you have the Green Lanterns get a call from the Guardian, Rami. The Guardian who made the Phantom Ring also had a huge hand in the creation of the Green Lantern rings as well, where he is calling them back home for something big. But remember, this is not Rami. That's Balthum, the first Lantern who went bad and stuff. And he took over the body of Rami. And so of course, this means that he is planning something big. But this is where we are going to end today's video. And so guys, please leave me a like down below, and also subscribe for more comic book stories like this in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read? Well, please let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But guys, I'm out of here, and I will see you on the next comic book video. Later, guys.